Welcome back, dear viewers. So let's play some Maristice. We're in a place, we're in Chapter 2, and we need to hit that switch up there at some point. But first, I feel like I almost walked into those things. I feel like I'm also going the complete wrong direction. Man, this is being productive. I feel kind of crappy, because last time, when we got to that area, that room with all the moving blocks things in it, and I said, oh man, we'll save this for next time. That was kind of the almost last room of that, so we're going to have to go back the entire way. But first, I'll show you, if you remember this green little potion here, we couldn't get it before. Well, now we can. Oh. Whoa. Because we can jump. Jumping high! And then there's this door here, which if you look at the map, we've been like everywhere there is to be upstairs, except through that door. But we've been pretty much everywhere else there is to be upstairs. But this room, which we passed through previously, we can now jump up and hit this switch, which lets us in here. Hey, how about that? And I'm going to go ahead and take that poo block with me. No, you cannot take poo blocks between rooms. It is sad. Yeah. I should have waited. Now, memory serves, I can just kind of walk around here and then forego the whole doing things and, hey, the block orb. Wait, I've already been in here. Yes, I have. The way of which we were going was this way. So I'm gonna have to keep on going this way. It only makes sense, really. I mean, I may have had to stop and think for a minute, but overall, you get the impression that if you haven't been that way yet, you should probably go that way. It'll help you explore new areas, and then we're back to this room. Now, in this room, there's a whole lot of jumping. Whole lot of jumping on blocks. Kind of what we do. Now, here, you actually have this tiny little block you can wait on, and you have two methods of getting to the other side. And by two methods, I mean really just one method. Yeah, alright, we did it. That wasn't so bad. But yeah, that was it. That was kind of the last room, because the only thing on the other side, key. So now we get to run all the way back and wait for that stupid block to come around. Because I could go backwards through this whole thing, but that would generally be unsafe and terrifying. So I'm just gonna do this. Oh man, I missed the door. Well, I'm just gonna have to keep on waiting then. And eventually we'll be able to just go through the door! Ah! Freaking door! No, that's a terrible idea. Okay, let me actually think for a second here. Then it does that, and then it does that, and then it does that, and then you get out of here. I'm gone. I'm gone, man! I'm gone. I don't want to get hit by you, little white fuzzy thing. But that's pretty much it for this direction. I mean, looking at the map, we've been everywhere there is to be upstairs. And then downstairs, we really only have one door to go through, so we're heading back downstairs. And we can go the long way around and do a thing. And, like, go back to the northern side there. But this is probably going to be quicker. So I'm going to take the quicker path, because y'all don't want to see me just wandering around for a while. In rooms that you've seen plenty before. Now, the frustrating thing about this room is if I just walk straight up against that, I go through the door, which means I'm really almost ready to just walk straight into the pane blocks. Wow, and then I almost do it again, and then we are back here once again, and we could have done that by going that way, but we didn't. Because I didn't. What are you gonna do about it? I didn't. Go play the game yourself. You can go do this if you play the... I hate this room so much! So much. So much hate. All my hate. All my hate. I think this room is probably my least favorite room of every room in the entirety of everything. You have to poo a block onto her head. And then go... miss! This is a really tricky jump to time, and I've actually killed myself on it more times than I care to mention. Yeah! Yes! 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 Alright! And we got a treasure map, and... up all y'alls! Oh man, okay. We got a treasure map. Where's that one? That one is... I know where that one is. Let's go back and get that one. That one is upstairs. We are not upstairs. We are downstairs. That one is upstairs. I was like almost hopping to the music. That one is upstairs, over here, through not that door, but this one. The item orb is reacting, so we come up here and go boop. By the gatekeeper again. Alright. Yeah, I'm willing to bet you had to get those from Corrindo. I don't think you could get them in Gensokyo. Also, I'm pretty sure they were made for entertainment. Now, if memory serves, there is actually some kind of ground in the fandom for what she was talking about there. And to be honest, I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure there's something, but I don't know. In the fandom, anyway. I'm pretty sure there isn't an actual thing. Alright, so we're going back this way. And we have to go through this room again. We've done the hard part, though. We've done the hard part. Now the only difficult thing is getting on her head. Like so. So as long as I can make it over here, I never have to do this terrible thing again. And by never, I mean probably several times. We can't get to that. We can't jump 3 blocks. We have merely increased our jumping power by 1, not 2. Okay, so in this room, you have to hit that switch. Now, hitting that switch, once again, this comes down to figuring out how you would get in there. So, to get in there, I'm either going to need a block here or on the other side there. Now, to get a block on the other side, I would have to get it... Can I even get in there to, like, show you guys? I don't think I can even get in there to show you guys this. Which essentially means that it's impossible for me to get a block in there. You would need to get a block on the upper part, if you can kind of imagine a cross, like connecting those 4 blocks there, not the 2 on the wall, but the other 4. You'd kind of need to hit the top block, and then the only way to get to that one, or there is no way to get to that one, because there's no block on the side of it, so nothing can do. No can do, nothing doing. So what we gotta do is get a block over here. Which means we can push it in anywhere. We can push it in from, well, not there or there, but these end 2 blocks. Now, if we're going to get a block there, it would have to come from there That's just a terrible idea, and the far easier way is to get a block here and push it in and over. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put a block there and push it in and over. Pushing blocks. And now, of course, the dilemma is, well, gee, how am I going to get in that little hole to push that block? Well, that's what the other block is for. They give you multiple blocks. You may have to use them. Not always, though. Sometimes they are but a red herring. There's one room in particular where they give you like 6 blocks. You need like 1 of them. Maybe you need 2, it depends. I've also solved it with 4, though. That's for a later time. That's for a later time. Boop. And the door has opened. Hey, there's a little switch. Hey, there's a key door. Let's go in the key door. The item orb is reacting. What can I do down here? I cannot see, but I need to get past them. But that's okay, because they give you a bomb. Only took out 2 of them. The poo bombs will regenerate, though, so... Poop. And then you just kind of hope. Well, 1 of them. We have to take out all 4 of them, though, because we cannot run the outside of that course without... I don't know if she's going to make it in time. Nope, she made it. That's okay, they're fairies, they come back. Hey, a switch! Boop. And we just opened up a little thing in a room, so we're gonna have to keep exploring until we find that room. Spoilers, it's directly above us. And by directly above us, I mean right here. Now we're going to have to push that block and get it to go over there, so... The goal is to get the block all the way over here, then off the edge, and then over in that hole. That's the goal. So I suppose, as our first step, we'll want to just worry about getting the block over that way. Now it goes... What's the order? Is it white, red, green, blue? White, red, green, blue. Alright. So if it goes white, red, green, blue, then that means if I push it across white, nothing will happen. Well, if I push it across white, then I can't get it off the wall, so I can't do that. So I would have to push it along red, which would get it down there to green. So maybe like as soon as I push it, I hit that green, and that would make the blue block appear so we could actually do something about it. That sounds like a plan. So we push block, then we go boop, and then we have to push it again. There we are! Now we've got the block into a position that we can do something with it. Oop. Now let's scope out what we gotta do down here. We need... Because if we're gonna push it off, if we push it off kind of where I am, that will do us no good, because we'll just have to push it against a wall, which doesn't help. So we're gonna have to push it against one of those 3 openings. And if we push it against... Or we're gonna have to push it against one of those 3 blocks. Which we will need to not be there. So it will continue sliding down to those 3 blocks. Which we will want to be there. So the far right one doesn't work because that's blue-blue. They're either going to be on or off. Can we turn white off but red on? White, red, turn white off but red on. I think we can. Yeah, white off, but red on. We can do that. We can totally do that. And we want to not step on... Crap! Well, that was a thing. Okay, let's try this again. Take 2? 2? Is that what take we're on? Something like that? 2? I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's 2. I'm mostly positive it's 2. And by mostly positive, I mean I can count. Okay, so we want white off, red on. White off, red on. And then we should be able to push it... Oh, we've got green on, too, so we can actually push it in either of those locations. Alright, that works. Is that a good one? It's gonna go down there, slide down that way. That's gonna be a good one. Okay. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Boop. That's true. If we look at our map, that is indeed where broom piece is. Hooray, broom piece. Ooh. A passage opened up for us. Treasure maps, treasure maps. We haven't seen that one yet, so I'm not slacking on the treasure maps. Now, thing to keep in mind with these little fairy people is they actually kind of come to a stop when they hit a corner, or at least like that corner. You do not. So it's entirely possible to outrun them. Let's see here, what's left? What's left? What is left? We've been, like, everywhere here. We have not been up there, so we've got one door to go through. And then if we go up top... We need to go up top and then through the room on the bottom. So, with spoilers, I know where the room on the bottom goes, so we're gonna go up top. Well, I kind of also know where the top one goes, but we need to go to the top one first, is what I'm saying. And we need to go this way since we went in the other one last time. Now, that one potion that was on top of the 3-block tall thing... Yeah, you actually have to fall down, like, in the center of this room, and then you can get that. Oh. Ah. Heck with your puzzle. I do what I want. Freaking Marissa. Hey, that's that one rotating room that I hate. And I think I may know what this room is. So it's going to be 2 off the right and left wall, so it's going to be like in there. Only this is an invisible maze, so it's never that easy. How do I get in there? There we are. Stuff! Well, we at least know the books are magic, so there's that. But I wonder why else Patchouli wouldn't be happy about that. I mean, it'd be more likely to keep Marissa out. Stealing my broom. What's wrong with her? Okay, this invisible maze actually isn't that difficult. You just kind of keep swerving back and forth here, and you'll get down there eventually. And your goal is to get right here. And then you can walk around on top and actually make the whole thing visible. Kind of great. Or, if you really wanted to just cheat the system, there you go. There's your whole maze. It's really not that complicated. I want that. Okay, what was it? White, red, green, blue? White, red... Okay, yeah, it's white, red, green, blue. So, let's see, green, blue, white, red, green... Okay, I can go this way. Green, blue, white, red, green. Map! Hey, we've seen that room too. Green, blue, white, red. Green, blue, white, red. Done. Ah, now if you want to know where we are directly above that room that had the switch in it that I said, hey, we'll need to hit that switch at some point. So what we need to do is drop down that hole in the upper left corner there. So clearly the way to get across is to blow up that thing so we can get across. Now these here are, they're the same white, red, green, blue blocks from before, but they're also petrolate blocks. Which means you step on one and you cannot jump. Which means simply by stepping on this red one, I am boned. So let's try that one again. So white, red, green, and we should be able to just walk straight across, so... Yay! Switch! Hey, that's that room with that potion. Also, we've been at this for a pretty fair amount of time, and I think it's good enough to call it a day! So, until next time, everyone, we still have... What do we have? We're done exploring upstairs. Until next time, everyone, then, when we go through, like, these last few rooms on this bottom floor, and then maybe go and do these treasure map things. Until next time, everyone.